Hi, y'all. How's it going? Hi, Cricket. It's always good to see you. I hope you're having a good morning. Happy Saturday morning, everybody. I hope that everybody had a good week and that you're. Hey, Fraud. How are you? What's new? What is new? It is good to see you both. It is good to see you both. I have had a good week. Was busy. I had work. I had work all day or all week, several days. And I had my second shot yesterday. Sunrise, Dawn, how are you? I did. I had my second treatment on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're sleepy? It's a little late in the day for you to be sleepy, Sunrise, Dawn. Isn't it? It's afternoon. Oh, Fraud, that sounds so nice. We missed you, though. We missed you. It would have been lovely to have you. It would have been lovely to have you. What do you guys think of my gray streak here? I think it's kind of pretty. It's kind of white. 12:35. Yeah, lunchtime. Lunchtime. That's what I was thinking. It's the middle of the day. I was up late last night. We were watching this show called Preacher on Netflix. And it is a weird ass show, but they have this Scientology. You have a lot? Yeah. My grandmothers both had silver hair, so I am hoping against hope that mine goes silver. We shall see. It's certainly hard to see in amongst the red, but I like it there. Thank you, Amy. How are you doing? The pet store trims his nails? That's nice. My second shot, right, Amy? I'm like, what is this show talking about? And then they've got this whole bit, you guys, about how Tom Cruise is killed by this whatever it is that's going around and inhabiting preachers and making them explode. And so they have this bit throughout the show where Tom Cruise, in front of a Scientology worship service, was inhabited by this whatever it is and self-exploded. So there's at least every episode so far some funny thing about Tom Cruise and his funeral and Scientology. It is hilarious, y'all. Hilarious. I haven't figured the show out yet. It's vampires and it's weird. It's from a comic. It's from a comic novel. So it's out there, but it is wild. It is wild. Yes, Amy, I just about fell off my chair. It was so funny. It was so funny. It's a wild show. Like, the first episode, we were about 3/4 the way through, and hubby said, "I am still waiting for the scene that ties all of this together, and I don't think it's come yet." And we watched until episode 3 last night. So I was up well, that was my point. I was up awful late last night. I slept until 9 this morning. I slept so late, I almost missed you guys. Barely had time to get my makeup on. So my second shot went relatively well. Um, Shaquille, how are you? It is so good to see you, Shaquille Sheikh. Welcome in. Well, thank you, Fuzzy. How are you? I don't know if I'm that well rested. I probably didn't get to bed until 1 a.m., but I can take a nap this afternoon if I need to. Well, thank you, Shaquille. Differences I'm not sure of yet. You guys keep telling me that I seem calmer. Um, so I'd like to hear more about what it is that you guys think about me seems calmer. I've heard that from a few of you. It I think that I'm generally calmer. I think that I when I'm in a situation that would normally make me emotional, I have I d I have the choice, which is weird. It's like I have another beat or 2, and the emotion doesn't automatically overtake me. Um, Even if it's anxiety, I have another beat or 2. The anxiety thoughts don't come with the feelings of anxiety. But I think I might be able to have the doctor come on and do a live if you guys might be interested. Is that something you guys might be interested in? I could ask the doctor if he'd join us on a live. Yeah, it's been very interesting, Fraud. It's been very interesting. Um, you like that idea, Cricket? I told him that 2 people have booked their sessions as a result of watching me. So it seems that y'all are seeing results in me as well, which I find interesting. Fraud, I don't know if you know the big one, which is my dad died 10 or 12 years ago, and my dearest friend, just before the pandemic, was in a terrible car accident and is non most he can't communicate easily, and he's quadriplegic. So he can't control his ability to communicate without significant help. And he's quadriplegic in a wheelchair. He can't move. He can't do anything. And you guys, I just told that story without breaking into tears, which is pretty amazing for me. Pretty amazing. My voice hasn't cracked. The tears are there. Um, the tears are definitely there. But it's not like it was before where I couldn't even talk about him without breaking up. Now I've told you so much more about him. It's not perfect, but and I can talk about my dad and how much I miss him. So neither of those things, for those of you that have watched, neither of those things was I able to talk about at all before. So those have been the two biggest changes. No, the three, because really the one about being able to take a beat is also really important. So it's generally quieter in my head. And I'm curious to see how things go because I have heard, isn't it huge, Fraud? It's huge. It's huge. I mean, I don't know if Fuzzy saw it, but I know Sunrise has seen, and I'm pretty sure Cricket has seen my inability to discuss my father or to talk about him at all because I just couldn't get the words out. So yeah, it's pretty huge. It was pretty funny. It came up in a live, and we were just talking about loved ones that we'd lost. And I just started talking and realized to my surprise that I was able to talk about it without crying right on the live. Sunrise was floored. Everybody was floored, including me. It was pretty shocking. So again, it wasn't, and it has not been like a hi, Susan. It has not been like a spotlight shone down from heaven. That's not what it's been like. Um, which is sort of what I was hoping for, because that's the impression I got from the stories. But I think I'm also probably not as struggling as much as some of the people in the stories. So that might be part of the answer too. I'm gonna hold on just a second, guys. I need to pour myself there, and you probably can hear all that. I need to pour myself a beverage. So did anybody have anything interesting happen this week? Any grand stories? Were there any huge Scientology wins? I know this thing's been going on with Lincoln Park. I haven't really followed that. Beyond, apparently, there's a singer who's a Scientologist who supported Danny Masterson, who's now part of the band. And people are up in arms about it. You met a really nice kitty cat? Where, Fuzzy? What kind of kitty cat? Soda was on stream yesterday. I haven't seen him so far today. He's making himself scarce. I'm going to be teaching this quarter on Monday and Thursday evening. So that is helpful to know now. It's taken a while to get to know them. What else happened this week? Fraud, this quarter I am student teaching. So I will be teaching a conversation class for level 4 students. I have to come up with a curriculum to get them speaking with each other and practicing what they're learning in their courses. So it's a supplementary class that they can enroll in addition to the English course they're taking. It's a volunteer organization that's here in the city that has English literacy classes for non-English speakers in the area. So my English program, my teaching program, my master's program works with this volunteer organization and provides some of their volunteers to teach courses, and then that's part of my practicum. So I am looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. It'll be a different kind of thing because for class, what I tend to start to get worried about generally is when I have a class that I'm not sure what the expectations are, and there is a lot of grading material that is weighted at the end of the course. So if I've turned in only 30% of the stuff, so I've got 70% of my grade is determined with the last 3 things I turn in the last week. That causes me lots of anxiety because I'm not familiar enough about what the professor's grading criteria are. This is going to be really different because I'm not going to have to worry about huge deliverables at the end of the course. I just have the deliverable of teaching it every day. Teaching the class every class day. So that is what things are going to look like. I'm excited that things are coming along. Classes start in October. And I'm not sure how we're going to do study time next quarter, y'all. Sorry, guys. Wow, what, Shaquille? Teaching? It'll be interesting. I'll be teaching adult students, not children, so that's always easier. It'll play to my strength to some extent because part of what I need to do is create a community where they're happy and comfortable, very comfortable talking to each other. That's really important. And as you guys may have been aware, I tend to be pretty good at making people comfortable. And it'll be 6 to 8 students, Rod. It'll be 6 to 8 students. It might go to as many as 12. It just depends on how many. I think they'll sign up 8 to 12, and then we'll see how many shows up. I think 8 to 12 is on the large end of what I can expect, but those are the registration numbers that I'm expecting is 8 to 12 students, which will give me 6 to 8, maybe 8 to 10. We'll see. We'll see how many. Not very many. It's not a large class. They try to, and we need to keep them small enough so that everybody, thank you, Shaquille, everybody has time to talk because it's only an hour and 15-minute class. So we can't make it, if you make it too big with that amount of time, people don't have an opportunity to talk. Only an hour and 15 minutes. How long is it? It is an hour and 15 minutes. I have an hour and 15 minutes. It's not long at all. I mean, lives go for 2 hours. So an hour and 15 minutes is really fast. Really fast. Fab Daddy, good morning. How are you? Guys, I've been falling down. This is supposed to be the baking hour, and I have not done one Xenu Marlene. So for all of you wanting to partake in this baking hour, Xenu Marlene, y'all. You know what's the other thing I've noticed? Strangely, the other thing I've noticed is much less coughing. The coughing is less bad. You guys see bruises in my neck? I don't think I have even any bruises in my neck. You're past baked? Okay, Fab Daddy. You came prepared. I haven't even been thinking about it. I've been chit-chatting for a half an hour. Maybe a small one, Fraud? A small one is good. A small one is good. On the left side, you can see a bruise. This is the side I had done yesterday. And it was a little bit more painful. Did you really, Cricket? That's excellent. I always love sales. It was my ganglion was in a weird spot and it was difficult to access. So it was a little more painful than last time. Time to fry an egg and put it on everything bagel. Well, that sounds tasty, Fab Daddy. That sounds just excellent. Just make sure not to burn the egg or the bagel. Or the bagel. I love fried eggs. I really love soft boiled eggs with toast. Buttered toast and soft boiled eggs is probably one of my favorite breakfast foods. What are you guys' favorite breakfast foods? I think I asked that last time. Brain Fog left a comment and said her favorite breakfast food was Brain Fog's favorite breakfast food is pizza. No runny yolks? Oh, Fraud, I am so sorry. That's fine. More for me. I love runny yolks. My whites have to be completely and utterly cooked. I cannot with uncooked whites. So the whites have to be fully cooked. Runny whites are slimy and disgusting. Icky poo gross. But runny yolks I love. But what's your favorite breakfast food then, Fraud? I'm also a sucker for quiche. I love quiche. Boiled okra for breakfast or slimy like boiled okra? I can't. I've never had okra because the slime on okra scares me. Okra scares me. I grew up in the North, not the South, so there's that. You don't usually eat breakfast? I don't usually eat breakfast either, Fraud. You like your eggs well done? You don't mind burned? Okay, Fraud, you want them well done. I hear you. I know lots of people that way. It's easy to handle. I cook my eggs scrambled, and then I let them cook for a little while longer so they're completely dry because my child number 4 likes their scrambled eggs, completely dry. And I do not like them that well done. I am not a completely dry eggs kind of girl. Don't want them wet, but not completely dry. Coffee is your favorite breakfast. Completely dry, Fraud? Yeah, that's kind of what I was gathering. It's okay. I'll just take mine out and finish cooking yours. It works great. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Coffee is an excellent breakfast, Fab Daddy. Seems like we don't need it. Ooh. I like them fried in butter with some crispy crust, Fraud. I do like that. A little bit of crispy crust with some butter. But I don't like fried over hard eggs. I don't like hard yolks are not they're not my favorite, even in hard boiled eggs. I mean, I'll eat them in hard boiled eggs, but really, I need salt. Yolks are hard yolks are not, unless we're talking deviled eggs or egg salad, in which case the yolks are great. I like eggs in my potato salad. We'll go on to lunch foods. I like eggs in my potato salad. Pop the yolk and cook it hard. Yep, Fraud. I hear you. I know lots of people like that. I totally understand. I used to be like that. I used to pop the yolks and eat them hard. You will eat eggs no matter how they're cooked? Really, Fab Daddy? Hi, Becky. How are you doing? Becky, you're one of the people I need to ask. We were talking about the shots, and I said that some people have mentioned that I come across different. And I would like to hear more about what people are observing when they say that. And I'm going to put you on the spot since you're one of the persons who said that. Fab Daddy, did you get real eggs in the military or was it mostly powdered eggs? Powdered eggs are nasty. I don't like powdered eggs. And I will eat my eggs. I'll I'll almost eat eggs however they're cooked. I can't eat scrambled hard. I can't eat scrambled dry. If they're scrambled too dry, I don't like them. Both, huh? I prefer real eggs and I can't really they're really hard for me to eat if they're scrambled dry. If they're well cooked scrambled, it makes it hard. But otherwise, I'll eat them anyway I get them. Poached, fried. I seem more peaceful. It also seems I'm more engaging, that I was on autopilot before. Interesting. What kind of autopilot? You mean like I was more, is it that I'm more open and engaging? That's interesting. Over easy. Before the army, you ordered fried hard. I generally order poached. I'm that girl. Poached medium. Um Sorry guys. Eggs Benedict indeed. I love me some Eggs Benedict. You like your eggs unfertilized? That's allowed. That's allowed. That's allowed. Texture issues. Yes, that's why I can't eat them when they're scrambled dry, Desert Dog. You can't eat them at all? I get it. Staring out into space when I would speak, a little disconnected. You didn't notice it until after my shot. Interesting. That's interesting, Becky. I will have to go back. I will have to go back and look. It would be really interesting if it would be really interesting if there was a difference that was visible. And I have the ability to do that, don't I? Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Becky, have you scheduled yours? You guys, pardon me, would you guys like it if I asked the doctor if he would come on and do a live? Is that something you guys would like? It is nice catching me at a normal time. It's nice having you here sitting. I'm going to do Saturday mornings on the regular. It's a good time for me. It works for everybody else. Are you serious, Desert Dog? Fraud, corned beef, canned corned beef hash. I have mixed feelings about, because on the one hand, sitting here as an adult, it has resemblances to dog food for me. And at the same time, corned beef hash from a can with poached eggs was one of my favorite meals as a kid. I loved it. It was something I made myself and I loved it. So it's a childhood indulgence that I have texture and smell issues with, but I mostly get over on occasion because it brings back really good memories. How's that for an answer about the canned corned beef hash? Desert Dog. Bacon with cinnamon toast crunch flavoring. I think I'd try it actually. Balut is one egg you won't try. What's Balut? No, I won't try the 100-year egg either. Yes to the doctor if they are willing to. Okay, Cricket. You're looking into it. It's very expensive and you still have mom's bill hanging over us. Okay. It is horrible. Your mom loves it, right? It does. It smells like dog food. It does smell like dog food. It's an egg with an embryo in it. Oh, that I don't think I could do either. No. 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 I can look past the occasional speck of red in my egg. Speck of red in my egg. I can get past that when it occasionally happens. Corned beef hash tacos are disgusting. I bow to your wisdom on this, Fat Daddy. Corned beef hash tacos? That sounds a little weird. Duck egg beyond embryo. Gross. Yeah, never heard of corned beef hash tacos. I think that would be gross. I am a sucker for handmade corned beef hash, but I have to say I have not found in the grocery store good corned beef in years. I'm having a really hard time finding good corned beef. So, without good corned beef, you don't get good corned beef hash, unfortunately. You can't even eat a chicken omelet. You can't get over you're getting the baby chick wrapped around a chicken. Well, I don't know. I can understand not being able to eat a chicken omelet. I can understand that. Chicken wrapped in an egg. Yeah, that would be a little weird, Becky. That would be a little weird. Is that it, Amy? I've the your siblings think it's nuts. No, well, I can understand. There's some things I have to not think about when I eat. I love lobster and crab. And so when I eat, I just don't think about that they're bugs, that they're basically sea bugs. I don't think about that. How you doing, Amy? Your father used to work for Hebrew National? Wow, Amy. I would love to get good corned beef. The corned beef from the grocery stores, it all comes, it's, I don't remember it before ever being like spongy. Rod, that's amazing. Lobster tails, I love lobster. I like crab more. I think crab is tastier. You got to see hot dogs made in the factory. Cool, cool. Yeah. I can eat them, Becky. I just have to not think about it. I have to put it out of my head actively, or I will get sick to my stomach. They're they're tasty, but they're bugs. They are bugs. Let's just get real. They're bugs. Okay. I will. Hey, Evie. How are you? You snuck in. I didn't even see you. I haven't seen you for a while. It is great to have you in. Yeah, exactly, Becky. Me too. Me too. Crab over lobster any day? Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Cricket, sweetheart, nothing is wrong with bugs. I just am not into eating them. Bugs generally, bugs, I have a phobia about bugs, Cricket. I have a phobia about bugs, even benign ones. Oh, what is that, fraud? Now I'm gonna have to go look it up. Just a second. Oh my. Prawns are great, not that you eat sea creatures very often. I will, Fraud, I've gotta show it just a second. Cece, I am so happy to see you. It is so nice when you're here. You're raised living off venison. Dad and I needed a 20-year subsist. You only shot once and cried in hysterics after. Aw, your dad never asked you again. Yeah, it's hard. They can get huge. How huge, Fraud? You love spiders? You grew up in the country and you caught everything that crawls? Yeah, that would make a difference, Cricket, I'm sure. I am sure. Yeah, Fab Daddy, I know they do. I can't do that. I can't do brains. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Do you guys want to see these Jerusalem crickets? Let me see. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Jerusalem cricket. Our group of large flightless insects. Ooh, you want to hear their song, guys? Can you guys hear that? Interesting. You love ants? Ants are interesting, Cricket. I love the idea of ants. Taking a break? Oh, Cece, that's hard. Okay, so let's see. You guys could hear it? Let's Google image search it. Give me a second here. There we go. Is that what you wanted? That one right there. Wow. Those are huge. Look at that, y'all. That is a little bug. Yeah, they're like a bass drum sound. Okay, enough of that, y'all. It's a big no on the potato bugs. Big no on the potato bugs. Where do they live? Does it say where they live? Let me look. Where do they live? Let's look back at Wikipedia. Western United States and Mexico and Central America. Guys. Western United States, Mexico, and Central America. Then we might have them in Oregon and I just haven't seen them. I try to pay as little attention to bugs as I can. We get stink bugs. Potato bugs are cute. Oh, Cece. Ratatouille. Do you guys know Ratatouille? Ratatouille is such an excellent movie. And there are times during that movie that they got the rat mannerisms so correct that I had to physically restrain myself and calm myself down because it was so gross. Oh, Cece. Yeah, I don't mind one rat. It was the scenes with lots of rats. I don't mind a mice. I don't necessarily mind rats. They freak me out when they get big. Like, you know, when they're 10 pounds, that's a little big for me for a rat. Um, so my point there was I can see how potato bugs could be made cute. I can see it. I can see a movie of animated potato bugs and it would be just adorable. I'm just really unsure about it. Really unsure about it. Mice, rats, opossums, you can't stand the tails. Ah, yeah, I can get that, Becky. The tails can be a little weird. They're not, I mean, they're not that different than a cat's tail for me. So, Cece, you're not making me feel better about bugs. You come to your porch each night? Are they fraud? We had to quit leaving when we had outdoor cats. We couldn't leave the cat food outside because the possums would come and eat it. And they are mean. They are mean. They come up on the porch and they are mean. Yeah. But I have a high school classmate who trains rats. She's got a whole Instagram where she takes these amazing pictures of her rats. And she also feeds the raccoons that come into her yard at night and makes friends with the raccoons. She's pretty amazing. The stuff she does on Instagram with her rats is so cute. She's amazing. Especially mice, childhood trauma. I am sorry, Becky. I am sorry. I can understand that. I can understand that. The raccoons come too, so does a skunk now and then. Skunks hate possums but don't mind raccoons. Interesting. How do you manage the skunks? Hey, Journey, how are you doing? It sure is good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you had a good week. We are just sitting here and chilling. We're talking about bugs right now. How did we get on bugs? Oh, we were talking about sea bugs, y'all, and how I have to ignore the fact that lobster and crab are sea bugs when I eat them. Hey, Mandy, it's good to see you too. I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. I really hope you're doing well. Hold on. Somebody must have said gesundheit to me before I sneezed and stole my sneeze. Your RV got rats after sitting too long. They got under the hot water tank and one died. Oh, no. You happily gave your RV to a guy just out of jail, borrowed 20K from a friend, and got a new one. That was really kind of you, Cece. That was really kind of you. I hope that the guy you gave the RV to, um, makes it. I know getting out of jail and trying to restart life outside is really hard, and giving folks just out of jail a hand up is really an amazing thing to do, Cece. You have a pair of coons in your backyard. They're always teasing the dogs. Oh my, the squirrels like to tease Orion. They they really love to tease Orion. Okay, Mandy. When let's email or text. Email me. Do I design clothing? No, I do not, Cece. That that is a dress form that I got for free. Somebody was giving it away and it's in my size. And so um because I sew, I wanted to have it. I haven't used it, but it was free and it was in my size and it's a dress form. So I should use it more. That's kind of one of the things I'm hoping that the treatment is going to do is going to give me mental space so I'm not hiding off in a corner avoiding life quite as much. Yeah, raccoons can be mean. Yeah, I don't remember who gave you the membership, Cece, but I was so excited when it came through. I saw that you got it, and that was really exciting for me. I knew that you'd love it. You have squirrels. I would love to feed the squirrels, Fraud, but I have to figure out a way to feed the squirrels and deal with the dog outside at the same time. They hang out on the fence waiting for you. That's so sweet. I didn't make my shirt. I bought it. I can show you the website I bought it from. One of the things I love about the place I bought it from is they allow you to customize your clothing to a great extent. So you can change the collar type, you can change the I'll show you. Give me a second and I'll show you where I got the shirt from. It's probably not available anymore because they're always changing their designs, but they'll have similar things. Oh my goodness, Amy, they broke into your attic twice. The second time they caused thousands of dollars in damage to your HVAC. We had rats in our attic and they were eating the insulation and it cost us thousands of dollars to fix the roof so they couldn't get in. It was pretty awful. Your aunt's father invented some special kind of mannequin. You found the patent online when you did her genealogy. That is cool, Cricket. Your dog doesn't care about any of the animals. That's excellent. Well, let me show you this place. Hold on. So, I've shown this before when we went on a shopping spree. So, if you see, got all kinds of tops. They've got all kinds of tops. And all kinds of dresses. But the thing that's cool, if you look, you can there's a reason raccoons look like bandits. So you've got this style, but you can change the neckline. See? And you can change the sleeves. You can change the length. They all come with pockets. And then you can either pick a standard size, or you can do a custom size by measurement. And once you get your measurements in there, they will keep them. And they have, I mean, it's just, it goes on and on. So that's my recommendation. That's where I got this top. So I hope that's helpful. I can give you the there you go, Cece. Everything they make. Okay, Evie. Becky, every pant, skirt, and dress they make comes with pockets. Comes with pockets. Unless you tell them no. You can get it customized to your size. They're amazing. They're amazing. There's even a way that you can, if you like a style but you don't like the fabric, sometimes you can pick a style, and then they have selections of different fabrics that you can get that style in, if that makes sense. But everything they have at East Shakti has pockets. Sorry, my mouth is getting dry, y'all. So what else do you guys want to talk about? We just blew through our first Minnesota goodbye. I've really been interested and thinking a lot about this idea of Scientology. Cece, I already got them. I got my first one a week ago this last Tuesday, and I got my second shot the day before yesterday. So, I got them. I have noticed differences. Um, I can talk about loved ones who have passed without breaking into tears, and that's not something I used to be able to do. My automatic negative thoughts are less and they hurt less. They're less sharp, they're less instantaneous. There's a buffer space between them and me. Um, they are fewer. After you brought dresses because you were losing weight faster than you could afford to buy, you just put belts when they got a little big. Yeah, yeah. Have you lost all your weight now, Becky? What do you think the surgery was worth it? I've thought about it, but it seems I'm concerned that you have to make so many changes to your diet. I I'm not sure. I'm not certain I could make those adjustments. So those are the things. You think so, Cece? I think it's made a difference. I haven't talked about this much. He uh also kind of he found that my neck fascia was very scarred and inflamed. And so he gave a special treatment to try and help that scarring and inflammation. He says he sees that a lot with fibromyalgia patients. So he just kind of worked me over. I keep feeling like I'm not sure if it's made a difference, but Becky Becky says she's noted a difference. Your body seems to be a reflection of your mind. Yeah. Yes, Cece. There is some truth there. That is for sure. Fibromyalgia is partially psychosomatic. 369 pounds to 120. Wow, Becky. You kept it off for 10 years. Meds caused you to gain weight. You just lost 50 pounds. You need to lose 40 more. Wow, Becky. I didn't realize you were that big. That's really hard, girl. That's a lot of weight to carry. I'm glad that you got it off. Congratulations. You're getting therapy every week to address smoking. That's excellent, Cece. Is it helping? Okay. It's amazing, Becky. I'm so happy for you. I know how hard it is at the weight I am, and it's not close to where you were. So that must have been incredibly hard for you. That must have been incredibly hard for you. I have been what I was starting to say is I have been really, really thinking hard since I read this paper a few weeks ago. You've cut down by half. I'm so glad, Cece. I'm so glad. Are you taking any medication to help you stop smoking? Are you just cutting down little by little? Smoking is really hard to stop. Thinking hard burns calories. Yeah. So this idea of Scientology as an anti-democratic institution, it's a pretty harsh paper. Academics in the future who research Scientology must never forget that they will be studying an anti-democratic, authoritarian personality cult that will not tolerate critical comments, however justified, about its policies or leaders. Yes, good, Cece. Wellbutrin is good for that. After surgery, your taste buds change. Wow, Becky. For the good, for the weird, for the different, for the better, for the worse? How do they change? That's weird. That's gotta be how does that happen? I know it's a lot of work. The surgery is a lot of work. That's why I've always been hesitant to do it because I'm not putting in that much work to losing weight as it is, but my situation is different. Wellbutrin is good for stopping smoking, Cece. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Xenu Marlene, y'all. Xenu Marlene. You crave salads and raw veggies versus bread and pasta. Really? That is so weird, Becky. Did they ever give you any explanation to why that would be a thing? It never even occurred to me that that kind of surgery would change your taste buds. You're starting an online free course called Learning with IA. What's that mean, Cece? You had the professor before on her first learning course. Well, that's great, Cece. Tell me more about it. I'm not sure I understand. But free online course sounds good. Is that for the smoking or for something else? It is weird, isn't it weird? I think it's weird too. Crave, craving, craving salad and raw veggies would be very strange for me. Became like glue. It felt horrible. Wow. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Cricket. Learning with AI, Cece, is that what you meant? Artificial intelligence? So the good news for my schedule this quarter, guys, is we can keep Wednesday nights. It's not going to impact any of my streaming schedule. Oh, Coursera. Online college. Cool, Cece. Are you working towards a certificate or a degree? Or are you just doing it for fun? Learning with artificial intelligence. Very cool. Now it makes more sense. Thank you. Just a typo, no need to be sorry. We don't, uh we don't fine anybody here for typos. I was pretty sure that's what you meant, but I didn't want to make assumptions. I didn't want to make assumptions. So, Becky, you think that the surgery overall was worth it for you? Coursera is a cool app, Cece. I have heard good things about it. What other kinds of classes have you been taking? I uh I don't know much about it, so I don't know what kind of things. You couldn't trust after leaving Scientology. You chose to learn mental health yourself. That trust issue with Scientology is really hard. You're planning on getting the treatment, Cece, right? Learning to trust is so hard. Science of well-being. Nice. Learning with artificial intelligence. So what's the class description? What are you is it how to learn better with the help of AI? It's a very interesting class. Someday. Well, that someday should be soon, Cece. Did you say you were coming to Portland? Are you still planning on doing that? It was for me, but don't expect it to change your life. Yeah, it's not like a again, see, Becky, it's not like a spotlight shines down from heaven and everything is happy doodle all the time, right? I always told to lose weight and it would make you feel better. Lies. The difference is that the doctors actually listen now. Seriously, is that it, Becky? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? The difference is the doctors actually listen now. Jesus fucking Christ. I am so sorry, Becky. You'll let me know when you get into it. The professor is Barbara Oakley. You like the last name? Yeah, let me know, Cece. It sounds really interesting. Mm, sorry, guys. My medicine makes my mouth dry. And then we're having baking and baking hour. And so every time I do a Xenu Marlene, my mouth gets even drier. And so I need a mouth lozenge or I'm not going to be able to talk to y'all at all. I'm not going to be able to talk to y'all at all if my mouth gets too dry. My mouth gets dry enough now on the regular, I have noticed. It is if your mouth is fully dry, it is fully impossible to talk. Your tongue does not work if it is dry. It is so funny. I didn't quite realize that before, that one couldn't talk if one's tongue was completely dry. Strange things you learn. Weird data point, y'all. Weird data point. Wow, where'd everybody go? Second Minnesota goodbye, y'all. Concord grape gummies. Those sound lovely, Cricket. Thank you, Cece. It's one of my favorites. I really love it. See, it's got cranes. I think it's just so pretty. Yeah. I really like it. You switched doctors, and after you lost your weight, you ran into him in your new doctor's office. He didn't recognize you. Yep. Yes, the cranes. Aren't they lovely, Cece? Yep. So I don't think you'll be able to get this one on this shop. Oh, they have one other thing, Cece. Let me show you. Because I am always shopping on a budget. And so what you need to know, Cece, what you need to know is if you go over here to sale, no, overstock, these are all marked down. And you can pick, they're like samples. You can pick what your sizes are. And these are samples. There's no customization allowed, but you can see how much they're marked down there. Just a moment, you all. I have child number 4 here needing to ask me a question. So let me mute you. Oh, show my nails. Come, show the nails. They want to know how the nails are. There we go. Those are lovely. Those are lovely. Mm-hmm. You want to do mine?
These are press-ons.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep the press-ons on.
I file my nails down. I buff my nails out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, depending on the nail, these are adhesives, not glue. With adhesive, I sand it down, sanitize, and then press it on, and then I can't get them wet for 2 days.
And the adhesive sticks?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does.
Yeah. It's just like gluing plastic to your fingers.
Yeah. With glue, it's easier. You do the same thing. You glue it. It's the same rule with not getting your hands wet.
Yeah.
But they stick better.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you at some point if you get a pair of falsies. Or is that a set of falsies?
Chat agrees that your nails are pretty.
Thank you.
Have you noticed any differences in me since I've had these treatments?
Nope.
Not a thing, huh?
Nope.
You've hardly seen me. You know what I can do? I can talk about your grandpa and Khalifa.
Without sobbing?
And how much I love them and miss them. Are you noticing that?
Yeah.
Is that impressive?
You're not crying.
I'm not crying. Did you notice that?
Now I have.
Kind of big deal, ain't it?
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, they have nice little gold leaf.
Yeah, they do have pretty gold leaf.
Andrea pointed them out to me at the store yesterday.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Thing number 1.
What?
Well, we're not using names, right? So you're child number 4 and she's thing number 1?
My girlfriend's thing number 1. Damn.
Would you check and make sure Ryan has water and food? Hey, everybody. KT PETA, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I was distracted with daughter for a second. You do too much rag and water stuff for nails? Yeah. Does he have food and water? Does he have food and water? You gave him food? Well, honey, I meant put food in his bowl, child. Give him food and water.
You asked if he had food. You did not specify to give him.
So I did not mean, is there dog food in the house? That is a different question. Exactly, Becky. Exactly. Malicious compliance. That is a lovely terminology. Oh, while you are here, child, did you bring me these 4 AAAs or did your father?
I don't know.
Okay, can you bring me the 4 AA's that I gave you?
I think I have.
No, you have not.
I'm not 100% sure where they are right now. I will find them. I'm currently cleaning my room.
Okay,
I'm
child.
getting food before I continue.
Okay, child. And you gave the dog food and water? 15, y'all. 15. Child number 4 is 15. Just like Orion was not the model, you are not the model I was sold. It's a joke. Orion. Orion, come here. Boy. Cricket, hugs. Hugs. Which typo, PETA? The fur babies don't go after that great witch of me, the mannequin. The fur babies leave it alone. They leave it alone. I know, Becky, it does mean I'll never get them. Cricket, I'll miss you. Have a wonderful time with family. Have a wonderful time with family. I think I might have a better sense of smell. We'll see. I think I might have a better sense of smell. One of the things that the shots are helpful with is long COVID. So It's just very interesting, these shots. I don't care about typos much anyhow, unless I really can't understand, I usually can read it. And if I'm not sure, I'll make sure that that's what they mean. But if it's pretty clear, I don't worry about it too much. Everybody makes typos, and I just read through them most of the time. Most of the time, I just read through them. Peta, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. I hope things are going well. You are the queen of the typos? No worries, Peta. No worries at all. Hmm. Pete, I was just chuckling at this idea that people had that you and another person were the same person, and it's so funny because you're such different people. How have you been, Peta? You went dumpster diving for cash. Did you find anything, Peta? I know things have been really hard for you. I am sorry about that. I am hoping that government policies will loosen up. I don't mind typos. I do mind grammar. Grammar gets me. Typos don't, and I usually can tell the difference. Well, that's good, Peta. It is better than nothing. It is better than nothing. So what else, guys? It has been lively, and now we're at a lull state. That's good, Peta. There, dessert, yes. It catches my eye because it throws me off. It throws me it throws off my reading because it's the wrong word, right? And so it always it always helps. I'm glad your friend helped with the PayPal. Those can be confusing and difficult. You're welcome, Peta. Oh, Cece. I am so sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm coughing right into the mic when I've got a hand. Look at that. I forget I can make all of the gestures. Y'all look. What other ones are there? Hmm? Balloons. And then there's this one. Yeah. And Where's the fireworks? What's the fireworks one, guys? Your everything egg bagel was great. I am glad, Fab Daddy. I am really glad. Were they over hard eggs? Yes, you can be blunt, PETA, but I like blunt. Blunt has never been an issue for me. Yeah, Cece. She should be. I think she should be on something. I think there's COVID medication she should be on. I did the thumbs down earlier. Yeah, there's thumbs down. You broke the yolk? I think she should be on meds, but it might be too late. I think you have to take them early on. You broke the yolk. That happens sometimes, Fab Daddy. Fireworks are 2 thumbs up. Ah, there we go, Katie. Thank you, PETA. So we got them all. We got this one. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. We got this one. Oh, now what made the balloons? That was just confetti. Where are the balloons? How did I do balloons? No. Yeah, okay. And now let's do balloons. No, that's confetti. Who knows the balloons? 2 thumbs up. It's fireworks. That's always the best, isn't it, Cece? That's always the best. 1 thumb? No, 1 thumb is like that. I can't. What makes the balloons, guys? I made balloons earlier. I was sure of it. I made balloons earlier. Oh my goodness, guys. We are closing in on the 3rd Minnesota goodbye. Who? We gonna take any maybe fists? Nah. I know I did, fraud. I know I did. I did the heart. There we go. Have fun, Cece. Enjoy yourself. Come back and tell us all about it. I'm planning on being here every Saturday morning at this time. I know how you like a schedule. So you can plan on Saturday mornings at 9:30 my time, Sunday afternoons at 6 o'clock my time, and Wednesday evenings at 6 o'clock. I think 6 o'clock. Yeah. So those are my times, Cece. I did make them, fraud. I did. I don't know what happened. 2 cups water, 4 garlic cloves, 2 inches of fresh ginger, half of grapefruit with the peel. Drink before bedtime. My goodness, Becky. No, the peace sign. I did the peace sign. Just one peace sign? Oh. Okay. There we go. We get 1 peace sign, and then we get 2 peace signs. Got it. Thank you, PETA. Thank you, PETA. Cece, much love to you. Hugs and hugs. There you go, Cece. It's fun just to be able to screen share with you guys. Just being able to do that is so much fun. Tastes yeah, well, that's kinda what I was thinking when you read it, Becky. It does sound like it tastes like the devil's ass. Garlic and ginger are both good, though. So who haven't we seen? We haven't seen Big Chief, we haven't seen MLH. Sunrise Dawn isn't here. I don't know if Susan's still here. We haven't seen Red. There's so many people. We haven't seen No Face. Um, yeah, Bruja means witch. Exactly, PETA. Mhm. Oh, good. That is good. Oh, she gets 1 day off? Okay. I saw he did his comment show this morning. I woke up too late to catch it. So we haven't so we're so third Minnesota goodbye. The grapefruit would make it bitter. A Belizean bush lady gave it to your son after a severe asthma attack. Wow. What you doing? Ryan, leave it. Leave it. Thank you. Which part of it, fraud? He ran and finished the LA Marathon the next day. You missed the comment show too, Fab Daddy? Wow, Becky, that's impressive. What were you watching, Fab Daddy? Red wine vinegar. It eats away at your stomach lining. You drink a little bit sometimes. Okay, PETA. So fraud. In Minnesota, I'm sure there's other places. I've heard there's lots of other places where this happens. You know the goodbyes where you say goodbye once and then 15 or 20 minutes later you're still standing by the front door, so you walk out to the porch, out to the front steps, and you keep chatting. And about the 15 or 20 minutes later, you realize you're still chatting, and so you say goodbye a third time, and you may get into the car, roll the windows down, and you keep chatting. That's a Minnesota goodbye. And the joke is, fraud, what we have found is that somehow it always seems that the third Minnesota goodbye is magic, and people show up after the third Minnesota goodbye. So we started taking bets on who would not well, sort of taking bets, considering who would show up after the third Minnesota goodbye, and then the first person who shows up after the third Minnesota goodbye gets a crown or a trophy or um okay, Fab Daddy. A stabbing created by StreamYard Beef? I don't understand what that is, Fab Daddy, but I'll go with it. You survived your childhood illnesses with nothing but home remedies. Your mom's side is pure Pecho native. We survived. The Aztec didn't. Fuzzy, indeed, it is third Minnesota goodbye time. Did you just win, Fuzzy? Have you been there? Or are you back? Because if you come back, you win, Orion. Leave it be. Come here. You're back. You win then. You win, Fuzzy. Come here. Come here. Look at who I got, you guys. Look at who I got. Okay. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. No, no. No licks. Thank you. Yes. So, Fuzzy, you get the crown today. You get the crown for the third Minnesota goodbye. Come here. Yeah, come here. Shh. There we go. Yeah. No, you don't need to lick my face. There we go. Yes. There's the puppy. No, you don't need to lick me, please. There's the puppy. Yeah. Here's Orion, y'all. Here's Orion. He says, hi, everybody. Are you a good boy, Pup-Pup? Hmm? Oops. There we go. That makes more sense, Fraud. That makes more sense. Look at him being a sweetie. He will not look at the camera. He's a Disney prince. Ah. Do I have a Betty White day? I don't know, PETA. He really doesn't like the camera. No, he does not. He does not want to look at the camera. Hey. Hey. That's enough. That's enough. See you later, Fab Daddy. Take care. In my state, I don't know, PETA. I don't know if I have that in Oregon. I don't know. Okay, you went back down? There you go. No, leave it. So, what else today, y'all? Yes, have a fab day, Fab Daddy. It seems the Midwest might, but I don't think she was. Yeah, she was from Illinois, so very different Midwest than Minnesota. The Hush, Orion. Hey. They might have something like that in Illinois, PETA. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. It's okay, PETA. Illinois, I mean, the 5-state area was considered the regional area that I'm really more familiar with is North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. I know you do, PETA. You're fine. So North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin are the upper Midwest. And it's really different there than Chicago and Ohio and Michigan. Although Michigan is kind of closer to Minnesota than Illinois. I mean, although they're close too, it's funny. The whole, it's like what states are you most familiar with that are closest to where you are? And are there misconceptions that outsiders have about the relationships and the interactions between those states? Her character was from Minnesota. That makes sense now. And they might, PETA, I haven't lived in Minnesota for over 30 years. It's been 35 years. I've not lived in Minnesota longer than I have lived in Minnesota. And so yeah, I bet you they do some things somewhere recognizing Betty White and Rose and her character being from Minnesota. Everything that everybody believes about where you live is absolutely true. I don't believe that for 1 second, Fuzzy. People have the strangest misconceptions about all different areas of the country, don't they? Pretty amazing. The misconceptions that people can get. Our country is so large, and it's so large, so that's normalized for us. We don't realize how large it is. Fraud, that's funny. That's funny, Fraud. Oh, thank you, PETA. Thank you. Becky, I think you may be right. I think my general tone is much more relaxed and chill. And maybe less put on. Does it feel a little more authentic, Becky? Is that what you're feeling? Yeah, Becky, I understand that too. Fuzzy pink handcuff unicorn. Fuzzy pink handcuff unicorn. Yeah, they're pretty funny. They're pretty funny. So, Fraud, that's where the Minnesota goodbyes come from. It just started up as a thing, and then you never saw me as inauthentic. No, I understand, but there's something more real. I don't know. That's maybe how it feels. Calmer? Yeah, calmer. There you go. Exactly that, Fuzzy. Exactly that. Do we have any idea what time our girl is on this afternoon, Fuzzy? Focused. That's interesting, Fraud. You think I'm more focused? I think that might be true as well. I'm more able to pick up threads and maintain them. Really relaxed and chill. More than normal, huh? PETA, you're seeing it too. Well, that's pretty amazing feedback, you guys. Carefree? Okay. Carefree. Very interesting, y'all. Maybe I will go back and watch some other streams. Yeah, I get it. It's a good way. I get it. You guys' feedback is really invaluable. I appreciate it very, very much. It's pretty amazing. I will look and see if I can get the doc to come on and do a live. If you guys think that would be interesting, I can make that happen. Maybe it feels less authentic because you're able to process things better and you're not used to it. No, I think it feels more authentic, Fuzzy. PETA, sure. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. Out of a fog. I feel like I'm able to keep the threads better. I feel like I'm able to focus on a direction, I think, better. It definitely comes across more authentic. Wow, Fuzzy. More direct. More focused and direct and more authentic. Yes, PETA, I think that's a good idea. Watch my earlier lives and see the difference compared to my lives now. Yeah. Well, you guys are noticing it and commenting on it, and really, I think it is. It's a combination of focus and directness and uh, even my pauses are less airheaded. There's less brain fog, I think, is part of what I hear you guys saying. There's less brain fog. But the more authentic piece is really interesting. Those will be interesting data points to discuss. PETA. No worries at all. I gave you complete permission. I'm not upset. No worries. I can imagine you being well, could you guys imagine me being more authentic? I mean, that's one of the things you guys liked about me, right? Is that I'm authentic. So, I don't think more authentic was on anybody's bingo card for me. You completely didn't overstep, Peter. You're completely fine. No worries at all. I will I am I will tell you if you've overstepped. No worries at all. It's just very interesting. Okay, y'all. It is 4th Minnesota goodbye. The last few times this has been about the time we get a room right, but I do not think that is going to happen today. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the excellent feedback. It is really useful. I have my meeting with my prescribing physician this next week. So I need to adjust some of my medications, and I will let you guys know how that goes as well. I will see you tomorrow night at book club at 6 p.m. We are doing 3 chapters. Oh, thank you, Peta. We are doing 3 chapters tomorrow night. They are I'm going to need to check. Give me just a second. Chapters 22, 22, 23. Oh, we're doing 4 chapters, 22 through 25. See you later, fraud. So that's tomorrow night. And then Wednesday evening for Wheel of Wednesday. Have a great day, everybody. Hugs and hugs, y'all. Take care.